Hi, it's November already. I can't believe it. Can you? Hi, this is Wistful or Donna. Let's see. It's November 1st already for us. I just got through seeing the granddaughters celebrating in London, and they were all dressed up, chomping into lollies and that sort of thing, and they were having a great time. So hopefully you've all been safe and taking it easy. Okay. I just thought I'd get in touch with you about what I'm into and what I've been up to. I've done a couple little quickie posts on, let's see, stitch on Sarah Brassiere as far as my progress with that one. So I'll start off with that and get that out of the way. So this is by Hands Across the Sea, and I did have the book. There it is. And it's absolutely beautiful. Now, when I was traveling overseas, I was scared to death to take that with me, so I left it at home. So I haven't been back a month yet, and I've done a couple pages, so I'm very pleased. But I'm now on to page 9, so it's absolutely huge and very beautiful. So you can see I grid, so you can see the pages, the markings, and I'm very good at ripping out in case any of you think that I'm absolutely perfect. And yes, I do it on a hoop, and that's just me. So I know a lot of other people get shuddered, oh, hoop, you'll stretch it. But it's to be enjoyed, and I do enjoy it. And the other thing that I've been into, so that's been taking most of my time. And at times I find myself getting a bit stressed with it, so I've decided to do a few of the other things let's see, the Embroiderers Guild. I'm still have my usual project that I've been doing forever. This is called Adirondack Lodge, and I've been doing it for ages, and I'm working on this square down here, and pleased to say you can start to see the start of the bear. And I do grid, it's just me, and it is getting there. So, and I decided that when I get to a bit more of the square done, because there's a bear on the other side too yet, so I've got heaps to put in there, I'll start doing a bit of the black work, because this is going to have heaps to do in it. I've still got to put the nets on the snowshoes and all sorts, so that'll keep me out of trouble and off the streets. And the other thing that I'm really into is making silly little writing cards and writing letters. Now, half the time I might write a letter, snail mail, the old-fashioned way, and I've got heaps of stationery, so that time I got that out of the way. And the other time I have started doing a computer one, or doing embroidery in cards. So I've had fun doing that. So I've started taking a look at some of the different little motifs. So I started out with doing a pumpkin, so I chose an easy pumpkin for the first one. So that was not exactly huge. And the next, the one after this one will be a turkey, because Thanksgiving will be coming up. And the other one, the absolute next one that I will do is, oof, oh, naughty, sorry. And that is a kitty cat. And this is out of cross stitch. It's an old as moldy, moldy oldie, in September 1995. And I love that sampler. It's got so many bits and bobs that you could pick. So that's quite cool. The other thing that I'm waiting on, and this, you know, this is obsessive, this thing, is I'm going to do this one, 1656, My Beloved's Gift. And this is another one by Hands Across the Sea. Now, Nicola's planning on teaching us how to do reversible sampling, reversible stitching on the whole thing, and it's huge. I've tried reversible stitching several times. I absolutely hate it. Absolutely hate it. So I'm going to have a low threshold of going back into the normal, because otherwise I just think I will just dread it. And then, let me see, I got into Toni Modernist, so this one I want to do. And sorry about the colors aren't exactly, it's much brighter, much better, but my printer was running out of color, and after this one, excuse me, I printed out the Halloween one, also got that, and that one's just total yellow and black, so I'm going to try putting it on the computer, but I liked some of the stuff printed out to see if I decide to use the frame, which I probably won't with those. And that's sort of a relief when I'm working on the Sarah Brassiere. So that's what I've been up to. Been busy as all get out doing gardening. Haven't been back a full month, and most of the gardens, a lot of the gardens in, so really pleased with that. It's raining today, so I'm not going to show you. It's absolutely, well, it's starting to come down a bit, and forgot to get the asparagus this morning, so might get a bit damp doing that. So weather hasn't settled into a lot of New Zealand yet. We're still due for some snow in some parts, the higher parts. We won't get quite down to 0, but it'll be a bit nippy. So I'm back into the winter clothes. Anyway, you guys take care. Happy stitching. I'm going to still progress with Sarah Brassiere and try and keep that going. I did a bit of work on my French sampler, the Brittany one, but it hasn't progressed too much because I sat there in the stitching group and mostly yacked. So you get like that sometimes, but hopefully you all enjoyed things. Let me see, I've written a couple little notes of people while I've been, of course, been watching Kitten Stitcher like her and Bendy. Stitchy Ray. Now, I don't know if I mentioned this before. This is a stitcher in Wales, and she did a wonderful tour of her dollhouse collection, and it's marvelous. So if you get a chance, see that one, and that's Stitchy Ray. And Yvonne, Night Owl Stitcher, pleased to see she's back. And I never heard of pumpkin spice cereal. We don't get it in New Zealand. That sounds really bizarre, but fun. And I, when I got back from a holiday, I had umpteen floss tubes that I hadn't watched, so I had to make a bit of sense out of it, so I deleted a bunch, but I'm on the add-ons now, so that's good. And I've been listening to most of them, and I must say the Great Western Midwest Stitchers Retreat sounded fantastic. Everybody looked exhausted, though. It sounds like you guys really wore yourself out with all the fun. but it sounded really great. And Kindred Stitcher, looks like she had a fun time too at it. And the projects were amazing. Primitive Stitcher, if you get a chance to see it, she's got a new, just watched hers, she's got a new site with some new journals, and they look quite cool. And best of luck with her car accident. So luckily she's okay, but it sounded very unfortunate. Anyway, I hope you wish everybody well, and don't eat too many chocolates. Okay, take care. Bye.